Okay, so we're going to do a really cool activity with our state capitals. Here I have your social studies book, and it's pages R8 and R9 of your social studies book. That's in the very back. And look, you can see there's Jackson, Mississippi, and Birmingham, Alabama, Baton Rouge, Little Rock, Arkansas. These are all capital cities. They're marked with a star. Okay, so what we're going to do is measure the distance between different capital cities. Now, I'm going to show you the scale that we're going to use. Okay, it's not in your social studies book. It is right here. So for every half inch that you measure, that is going to be 200 miles. If it's a full inch between the two stars, it'll be 400 miles. If it is 1.5 inches between the two stars, that's 600 miles. And if it's 2 inches between the two capital cities, that's 800 miles. Now, anything in between, like let's say 3/4 of an inch, that would be 300, or 1 1/4 inch, that would be 500. You would just use the in between of each of these numbers, okay? All right, so let's do our first one. Okay, it's Sacramento, California to Carson City, Nevada. All right, I've already measured it and it's a half inch. Let me show you that. All right, there's Sacramento, California, and there's Carson City, Nevada. Now, when I put the ruler down between the two stars, that's a half inch between those two. So I go back to my scale, and the scale that we're using is a half inch is the same as 200 miles. So I'm going to write that on the paper, okay? Right here, I'm going to write 200 miles. So between Sacramento and Carson City, Nevada was a half inch, which in real life is 200 miles. I looked it up and it's actually a little bit less than 200, but we're just going to do an estimation. Let's do one more together, okay? Des Moines, Iowa to Madison, Wisconsin. All right, now I'm going to find that on the map, okay? So Des Moines, Iowa is right there, and then Madison, Wisconsin is right over here. So I'm going to measure that amount, and look, it is, the closest to it is an inch. So go over here to your worksheet and write a 1. It's 1 inch between these two. And then 1 inch, if we look on our scale that I gave you, 1 inch is the same as 400 miles. Okay, so I'm going to write a 400 right here. All right, now let's do, we're actually going to skip down. Let's skip down just because I want to do this one with you because this is our capital city, Jackson, Mississippi to Montgomery, Alabama. So look on your map in your social studies book and let's measure that from Jackson, Mississippi to Montgomery, Alabama. See those? Okay, do you see that that's an inch? All right, we're going to write that on our paper. Jackson, Mississippi to Montgomery, Alabama was 1 inch. Use the scale I gave you, okay? 1 inch is the same as 400 miles, okay? So I go back and I'm going to write 400 right here. All right, try the rest on your own. Just look at the cities they gave you. Take your ruler and measure between the two stars of the cities, okay? And then write that. Okay, remember, here's the scale. I will also include a picture of this scale on the website so you can see it. The one in the book, please don't use it because it won't work with our numbers. Okay, all right, bye-bye.